The day everything changed for me was junior high. I was in the eighth grade, I believe, maybe the seventh grade. I can't remember which. But one of my classmates, Luke Swanson, shout out Luke. I hope you're doing well today. But one of my classmates is this big football linebacker type guy. We had an art class together, and for some reason we were getting into it, and he picked up a paintbrush and he made me so because he was so much stronger than me. He grabbed me by my own wrists with while I was holding a paintbrush, and he made me paint my face while I was with both hands trying to fight with one of his giant arms. And he was able to. It sort of embarrassed me in front of my classmates and make me paint my face in art class. And I felt so helpless and weak that I left that class. I went to the library. I checked out a book from my junior high on strength training and started reading the book and looked at the equipment that I would need, which is just barbells and dumbbells. And a couple weeks later, I had a bench press and some plastic weights, and it was on like Kong. So if it wasn't for Luke Swanson, I might never have gotten into strength training, or at least not at the age that I did. But it took that embarrassing moment, and that moment of me wanting to change everything about that experience to it motivate me to move forward. So shout out to Luke. And if you've ever been embarrassed about something, or you've had so much emotional pain generated because of one event, then that's not necessarily a bad thing. That might be a good thing if that leads you to something that's healing for you. If you allow it to be a force for change. So one of the principles that I look at whenever I'm working with somebody is, can we find motivation in the pain as well as the thing, not just the pleasure, the things you want, but the pain, where you're coming from, where you don't want to go back to, or where what the pain you're trying to avoid, the future outcome that you don't want. So these principles obviously have shaped my life, and I use them to shape my clients as well.